So it is one of the very oldest fruit cultivated by mankind, 6,000 years before birth of Christ. So it is the most potential fruit crop of desert as well as dry zone country. Then date palm, it is a very staple fruit of Arabian countries. Okay. Then it is known as ancient peoples, as it is a okay. So date palm, it is a very staple fruit of Arabian countries. So people of tree of life, or that is fruit, as well as drink of life, that is study, that is beverage they are obtaining from immature. First fruit plant that is cultivated by human being. So it is grown in Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Iran, then Egypt, Algeria, South California, Pakistan. Okay. In India, it is grown in Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Then these are very rich source of sugar. You know, sugar then rich in calories, then even iron, then even calcium. So like minerals. Okay. Then they can be eaten very fresh in as well as in dried form. Then date syrups are there. It contains 70% of sugars. So tree trunk is consumed. Tree trunk is used in construction of or furniture. So leaves also used for making mats and other items. So date rank fourth in the world production after, especially in the fruit crops. So world production first for the citrus, bananas, then pineapple. In that, after dates also comes. Okay. So coming to botany, so this is Phinox dactylifera, belongs to family Palmae, or Ericaceae family. That is same like oil palm or coconut, areca nut. So that is same family, Palmae family. So it is a Greek word, that is phenox. Okay. So it is usually planted as ornamental because trunk as well as crowns is covered with steep pinnate type of leaves. So it is giving very attractive look, like ornamental palms, like these bottle palms we are planting. In that way, this date palm also can be planted. So if you are planted this date palm as a avenue tree, means it will give you fruit yield as well as it will give you some attractive look also. So both way you can get benefit. There will be suckers or offshoots. So that is propagules material that will come from the base. Coming to, so it will give some good attractive look. Okay, like cycles or something. So in that way, same type of small suckers will come. They will give very good look, attractive type of palm. You know, a single branch. Okay, it can go up to height 100 feet and or above. Normally 20 to 30 meter in height, but it can go up to 100 meter. So suckering at the base with protected by persistent leaf base and terminal spreading crown of this 100 to 200 number of leaves. Okay, and the trunk thickness, that is 40 to 60 centimeter trunk thickness. So type of leaves like simple pinnate type of leaves will come. inflorescence, it is a dioecious type of, means male and female plants will be different. So some plants will be only male type, some plants will be only female types. So they will give the inflorescence of female type, some will be male type. Okay. So we need not to go very deep in this. So both male and female spikes are protected by spathe. So both here spathe. Okay. There will be like coconut or arecanut, there will be spathe and they will be covered. Okay. So fruit, it is ovate or cylindrical. It is group of so many berries will be there. It will come like so single seeds are single cylindrical, DP grooved, ventral side. So species, there are so many species like Phoenix sylvestris, Reclinata, then Canariensis, then Palladiosa, Perimphera, so Humilis, Accuris. So like so many species are there. So these are two are wild, Humilis and Farinifera are wild species. So varieties, there are around thousands of varieties in the world, but only few are grown commercially. There are three different groups based on moisture content of the fruit. Very soft, then semi-dry and dry. So this is very important. So we are telling soft date. So soft date we are telling as pind khajura. Okay, so these are which pass through doka. That is Rutup stage. Okay, I cannot explain very much this. So that is a very soft type of or immature type of, remain very soft. These are very soft or relatively high water content. Okay, water content will be high. There will be no sucrose. So fully ripe, also called as sugar dates. Okay. So there are examples like Halvi, Khadravi, Midjul. So these are different examples among these. Then Barghi also. Then dry dates or semi-dry dates. That is Chuhara. So these terms are very important. It can be asked here for exams. What is dry dates is called? What is soft date is called? Okay. So this variety stage, that is the first stage. Okay. But a dry, okay, those will be very dry, high in sugar, low in water content. More sucrose will be there. Fully ripen, referred as cane sugar date. Okay. So the later they will call as cane sugar date. So here example, that is Thorvi, then Diglet, Noor, then Zahidi, then Dayari. Okay. So here are these some other Chuhara making variety, that is Chuhara, then Pind Khazura. So that is some examples also given, classification given by some other RAU, that is Rajasthan Agriculture University. Then here some examples of varieties. So at least you can remember some name of variety like Halwai, then this Kadravi, Midjul. So these are very important. So each you can remember this. So this is very soft type of variety, or especially for raw eating. Then Kadravi, so that is pind, both it will give both dry as well as pind khajur. Okay, so it is cultivar from Iraq. Midjul is there also. It is also soft type of date. Then Shamran is there, semi-dry date. Bargi also there. It is also very soft type of date. So their yield also very important. Zahidi, so it is also 100 to 250 kg per tree. Then Kalas, Dayari, then Digalnur. Okay, so these are some different other varieties. So coming to soil as well as climate. So it can be grown in wide range of soil types. So deep sandy. So sandy, low water holding capacity as well as good drainage. It is very good for this crop. So it can grow even in alkaline as well as saline soil. So that is it is salt tolerant crop. Salt saline situation it can tolerate. But in such a soil, growth as well as productivity, it will adversely affect. It will get affected and yield will be lesser as compared to normal soils. So date grows have been raised in sandy as well as shallow soils under under drained situation with hard pan. Okay, at a depth of 50 to 100 centimeter in especially Thar desert of India. Okay, so in Thar desert of India, they will grow in sandy, shallow type of soils. Then under drained soils with very hard pan of depth of soil depth of 50 to 100 centimeter. So it needs moderate winter temperature, long hot summer to mature the fruit. So it requires moderate winter as well as long hot summer for especially for fruiting. So it can withstand the summer temperature up to this 50 degrees centigrade range. So date leaves are injured by prolonged temperature. Okay, of 6.7 degree. If it is very cold, date leaves will get injured. Okay, killing injury or cold injury. The mean temperature during flowering as well as fruiting, it should be between 25 to 30 degrees centigrade, mild temperature. It applies only heat during ripening without any rain. So if there is any rain, there will be problem for fruiting. Okay. Coming to propagation, so there is propagation with the seed or offshoots or sucker. So it is likewise banana here also, and there will be offshoots or sucker. So you can separate that sucker or offshoots. It will come from ground or the trunk of the tree. So medium size offshoots weighing 10 to 25 kg will be preferred. It should have the good root system. Then tree could produce at the most 10 to one tree can give 10 to 25 offshoots during its productive life. Okay, planting, so date palm, it is being dioecious in nature. So there will be male and female plant separate. So male suckers. So you need to suppose 100 female and 90 female plants you are planting, then 10 there should be 10 male plants. So those are for good proper pollination. Required 10% males are always preferable in most of the fruit crops. So here this pit size 1 meter cube, you can take 8 into 8, 7 into 7 or 6 into 6 in rainy season, that is distance, especially in square system. So after planting, the offshoots need to be protected from excessive heat as well as low winter temperature for 2 to 3 years, providing partial shade. So there should be partial shade. So care should be taken that crown of the plant and offshoots remain at least 10 to 15 centimeter above or higher from ground level. Okay, so that irrigation it will not touch or enter into that. Okay, and your otherwise there will be problem of some rotting or some fungal disorders. Okay, so this so here manure and fertilizer dose you're given in that way, you can apply this manure and fertilizer dose. So coming to flowering, so usually spathe emerge under the above her conditions from, so this is one place above condition from third week of February, that spathe is opening. So there will be flowering, which is continue up to middle of the April. So there will be flowering from February to April. So sometime flowering in the male trees, it is observed in 15 days earlier than female flower. So this is also it is observed. So pollination of female trees, it is done by hand. Okay, so there is a hand pollination also here required. For that, strands of fleshy open male inflorescence is cut. So there is male flowers of that particular spadix or structure. It will be cut from the tree. 3 to 4 strands are placed between the strands of this female flower or clusters. Inverted position. So it will be taken near to the female flower. Inverted position. It will be kept, and it will be placed there at the time of anthesis of female flower, that is flower opening as well as the stigma receptivity. When the stigma is receptive for female flower, at that time it will be kept. So there will be proper pollination. So the pollen can be stored either in refrigerator, also you can store sometime at room temperature when you do not want to do pollination immediately. So 4 weeks you can collect without any loss of viability. So the fruit develop a single sigmoid curve. Okay. So different stages of fruit developments are there. 4 stages. Like first stage, it is not very important for you. Second stage, right. So coming to harvesting and yield. Okay, harvesting and yield. So growing a date palm, and there will be process 4 distinct phases like Kamiri, then Kalal, Rutub, and Tamar. If you see, these stages are here. So these stages. So that is maturity. How much maturity or fruit development, percent fruit development will be there. So in that way, just you can remember this name of these stages sometime. And so the fruits harvested at Doka stage under Indian situation to avoid the spoilage due to rain as well as high humidity. Okay, so that it is harvested before monsoon by cutting the whole bunch or plucking the berries from the bunch. So before monsoon it will be harvested, otherwise spoilage because of heavy rain. So fruits for the fresh market and harvesting to be done at dying stage, that is earlier stage, but the handling of such fruits, it is very problematic. Okay, so that is very soft and delicate, so it will be problematic. So under Mediterranean climate, they are allowed to ripe fully and they will harvest it. Okay, so likewise it will be harvested different, sometime at dry stages, sometimes soft stages, or in between. So well maintained date palm start bearing at 4th year and subsequent yield from 5th year onwards, and tree remains productive for almost 40 to 50 years. So average yield 30 kg of fruits per palm in dry conditions, and up to 200 kg per palm in irrigated situation can be harvested. So there are some operations like curing, that is preparation of pinned, then fully ripe fruits of this Doka stage will be selected, then deep in boiling water for 1.5 hour at 48 degrees centigrade temperature. Then chuhara, it will be prepared by boiling of dates at 20 minutes, followed by dehydration. Okay, removal of moisture, dehydration. So packing will be done in cardboard, then light wooden containers or polythene bags. So both ripe as well as dried dates fruit can be stored for longer period in cold storage. Okay, so ripe fruits will be stored at 5.5 to 7.5 degree with 85 to 90% of relative humidity for 2 weeks. Okay, and dried fruits you can save for 1 to 11 degrees centigrade for 65 to 70% of relative humidity for 1 year. So different year pests and diseases like termites there, then thrips are there, black-headed caterpillar like coconut. So here also it is there. So management you can do with monocrotophos, root feeding of, then red weevil or red palm weevil. So likewise, coconut here also it is there. Then this larvae, it will tunnel the base of these young leaves near the top, and withering of top as well as drying as well as breakage of top. So management also you can do with some DDT powders. Then the rhinoceros beetle, likewise in or black palm beetle. So BHC powder or something. Scale insects are there here. So one you can use. So the date ripening, it is very much attracted by birds like bulls or sparrow or myna parrots or purple sunbirds or crows. So you have to covering of bunches with alkethene or some that plastic polythene paper. Okay, so that is very important to protect the your bunch regular fruits. So here are some diseases like false smut and dark brown, black pustules. Okay, then yellow spores. It will be okay. So you can use for this Bordeaux mixture. So since it is fungal problem, you can use some Bordeaux paste, Bordeaux mixture after fortnight interval. So this is very important. So here, so it is a single seeded berry. Okay. So in India, date will be harvested at Doka stage. Okay, and in other countries at Bang stage. Okay. So that is soft stage in India we are harvesting. Then so fully ripe dates will provide 3,150 calories. So it is very rich source of calorie. Okay, so 10% male flowers should be retained when you are doing plantation along with female plants. So 10% male plant as a pollinators. So Ethipon, it will be used for fruit thinning. Then dates will be harvested at Doka stage, that is 70 to 80% of moisture in India. Okay. Cane sugar date. Some types are invert sugar date, soft date. So these are examples of this. Okay. So likewise, we have completed this crop, that is date. Okay. So any extra information you can, okay, ask. Hello.